What up, though? You already know how I go. Make sure you smash like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment as long as you comment. You dig? I don't care if you leave a period down there. I don't care if you just say, what up, though? Put it down in the comments. Help me get back in the algorithm. Somebody suggested to me to re-rock some old stories into the algorithm, come back up, and then I got a bunch of new eyeballs. So I'm gonna do a story. I told the story before. So hopefully y'all would like to hear it again, or the new people will enjoy it. You did what I'm talking about. Now this story is based on why you shouldn't join the gang, right? And I mess with the gang members. I like the gang members out in the community. Some of them. I really mess with 82 and S&B, 55 Stones, real heavy. Salama Jaway pinned it to the other P Stones, like the P Stones from Chicago and the ones from out in Cali. Uh, but it's a lot of treachery that's involved in some of these gangs, depending on who leading them. And it's just quite frequent that it's a lot of treachery in it. But I want to tell the story about this guy that was about to go home to end up. Well, you'll hear it at the end. So Phil B from Southfield Lathrop, went to Southfield Lathrop High or Southfield High, whatever the high school is out there. Very good high school. That's a very middle class community, especially Southfield Lathrop area. Them are the big houses, y'all know. Um, Phil B was supposed to go to college, but he didn't like. I think it was a Mazda he had. He wanted to go with a Scat Pack, so he stayed behind for a year or half the semester. He wanted to sell drugs and work or whatever. And he riding around with a gun. He get with the wrong people. He think he a real blood, so he started claiming blood because of Lil Wayne and other people. So that's how he get into the whole thing as a blood. So anyway, he ended up getting caught with the gun, being sent up the state. Excuse me, been sent upstate. And when he was in the level one's real unorganized. It's not heavy gang members. It's a bunch of people about to go home, so they didn't take the time to investigate him. But when he got to a level two, when he blew that, like when he messed up the level one, we call it blowing it. Pause. He got sent to level two. Now this is the lowest level that a natural lifer can go to. This is the lowest level that a guy with 40 years can go to. So you playing with the big boys, you playing with the treacherous of the treacherous, the worst of the worst, the best of the best, the mid of the mid. Period. So anyway, he goes level two, and the guys confront him about like, hey, bro, what it be like? He wasn't able to spit his literature. And for y'all that don't know what literature is or creed or whatever, every gang has a different one. So you might go to the G's and say, hey, I'm a GD. They'll be like, oh, okay, you a GD, where you from? What's your name? Say your pledge, and your pledge could be something like, we believe in the teachings of our honorable chairman, all laws and policies set forth by our chairman and his executive staff. And we believe in the concept, ideology, aid, and assisting our fellow brothers in all righteous endeavors. So you got to run through all that to prove like you kind of real. And even if you're not real, if they feel like you'll be a good asset, they'll put you on, give you literature, but you'll be up under them. So you might go to a Moor. Some Moors do this. You're not supposed to, but they go to a Moor. So, oh, okay, you really a Moorish American? Act one, salvation, our God, unity, the Moorish Science Temple of America, divine constitution and bylaws. Act one, the Grand Sheik Chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America's Empire. So you spit this creed. Blood's got one. What it be like? I be that bloody glove mafia sergeant, mafia woo woo. I've heard this dozens of times. This is how I know all these, like everyone, damn near. I've heard a dozen times. Uh, so he ended up joining the gang, and this gang is very, very, very vicious. They got a leader that don't have much morals and principles, so it's just a matter of time before he get to something. So anyway, they tell him, Phil B, they like, well, don't get in no trouble. We need you on the outside. You can do more for us in the outside world than you can in here. So he under this impression that there won't come a point in time where he has to jump into conflict. He think he just got a smooth ride on up out of here. That's not the case, you dig? So two of his members rob a Milani guy. These young guys, fresh in prison, they don't know the Milanics is probably the most vicious gang. Excuse me, not gang. Sorry about that. Organization. It's considered a STG group. It used to be sanctioned. They used to have a charter. They used to be able to go practice their faith, but in like '99, 2000, it was an orchestrated hit on some police that got beat up and roughed up. So they snatched their religious services from them. So it's considered a security threat group. Now, if you get caught being a Milani, you get in trouble. Unlike the Moors and the Sunnis and the Nation of Islam, you can practice that out loud because it's all chartered, it's all lawful. Um, so they robbed the elder Milani dad. They just didn't rob any Milani. They robbed the elder Milani. That is one of the biggest no, bro. That's how you know they was young and dumb and desperate. That is the biggest no you could. Everybody know the Milanis is steppers. I see Salat Comrade, my salam. Everybody know you don't do that. Come on. So the Milanis end up butchering one of their homies, excuse me, two of their homies in front of Phil B. Phil B don't jump in. They say Phil B white didn't jump in. I'm your brothers. They was getting butchered. He's like, well, I thought y'all told me to go home. Nah, when it's that serious, bro, you supposed to blow it. You know what you're getting yourself into. You supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Man, all right, nah, it's all cool, Phil B. Here go this knife. Go get back. Phil B walk around like 2 days, don't hit the guy up. So they walk Phil B out on the yard, run with him, exercise with him, having fun with him, chips, all types of stuff. It's all good. They end up stabbing Phil B and he end up losing his eye. He was weeks away from the door. He was on a deferral. He was about to complete his programs and go on home. End up losing the eye. Good kid too. Good kid, very, very smart. He was valedictorian, I think that's what you call it, of his class. Graduated with like 3.8. Had the whole ride to like not Ohio State, but it's like I don't know. It was just the off brand Ohio, but he had a full ride scholarship. You know what I'm talking about? But he chose to make bad decisions. See, I tell y'all all the time, it takes 30 seconds, a minute, 20 seconds, 10 seconds to pull a trigger, to get into something. But it can take 30 years to get out. It can take 5 years to get out, 2 years to get out. And you might not make it out with all your limbs. Prison is a very, very dangerous place. You got to understand, these are some of the worst men. They've been through some of the worst things in their life, and they project that hate and that pain out on other people. So my whole point is just to stay free. Peace and blessings be upon y'all. Big five. I hope y'all enjoyed this story, man. If you ain't liking and subscribing and smashing by now, pause. You are stealing from me. I don't like being stole from. You did. Peace and blessings, man. What up, though? You already know how I go. Make sure you smash like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment as long as you comment. You dig Islam to the Moabites. I see salat to my comrades, the Melanics. You dig Salam Alaikum to the Black men of the Nation of Islam. Assalamu Alaikum to the Sunnis, the Sufis, so on and so forth. Shout out to my blood homies. 212 Nation was saying 204 back, 410 to the G's, Mazatah Salon to the Jews. I'm rocking with you. You rock with me. I'm back. Somebody said, what an old Petty had to tell the stories, to break down the yard, to set the scene for us. You just interviewing everybody else, and you ain't on camera. All right, well, I'm gonna drop y'all two today then. And I told y'all, last month I couldn't fulfill like I wanted to. It was so spaced out. I said 30 videos, but I'm well over 30. Today the 18th. I'm well over 30 videos. I'm at like 36. I might drop damn near 60 by the time the month over with, man. I just need y'all to comment, subscribe, and keep pushing. The more and more I go up, homies, the more and more I get to do for the community. And right now, I'm on the cause to get the kids down there in JDF some outdoor recreation, a real school system, some trade programs, or something, because they housing these kids in a place where they don't even have windows that they can look out of. But nevertheless, let me not keep on that. Let's get to the question that's at hand. You'll see it up here. Speak on the folks and the Crip Alliance. Well, I hate to tell you, bro, it's not a Crip Alliance no more. A lot of the GDs on a lot of yards, majority of the yards, if the Crips not pushing the mean program and actually standing on being a Crip because there's so many Bloods that attack them for no reason, and people gang initiation it'll be randomly like, go cut that Crip face, and he hasn't gang bang, he ain't threw up Crip, he ain't said the S word. The S word is slide for y'all that don't know. I'm just letting people know, be informed, it's not to be disrespectful, but the Crips don't like the slide word. Crips don't like the crab word. So I say C-Rab and I say S-Lob, because if I'm not going to disrespect the weak, I'm not going to disrespect the strong. That's just how I play it. You feel me? I ain't picking and choosing. So, and you get more strikes off picking with the strong also too, just to let you know. But anyway, a lot of GDs are not. And when you say folks, I apologize. You ain't just talking about the GDs, but when you say folks, that's the first thing you think of. GD. You don't think of Maniac Latin Disciples, Spanish Cobras, Devil's Disciples, Imperial Disciples. Imperial Gangsters now, because nothing, or Gangster Imperial, I should say. Nothing comes before the G, but this is what you think about growth and development. This is what you think about when you say folks. So a lot of the folks ain't rocking with the Crips because they're not standing on being a Crip, and they feel like they hiding behind the GDs for protection from the blood. So when you bring the Crips along board, you bring a lot of problems. So a lot of people like, go ahead, do y'all own thing. Get y'all numbers up, then come holler at us when you pushing the mean program. The Crips are very, very disrespected in MDOC. I don't care what nobody say. If they was in there telling me I'm super Crip, this, and that. If they ain't really like that, which a majority of guys is not, like a Tank from Pontiac or the Tank from Saginaw, Compton Dre. If they ain't them type of guys, 6 Mile Trail, they ain't standing on that. And if they is standing on it, every yard they go to, they getting hit upside their head, stabbed, beat up, robbed. Bloods do not like Crips in Michigan Department of Correction. And blood's so deep, it could be 60 Bloods and 1 Crip on the yard. Like, a guy gonna be like, nah, I ain't about to bang Crip. It's 60 of y'all on the yard. That only makes sense. I know a lot of people, no, I'm tough. Anywhere I go, I would stab somebody. I'd have did this, I'd have did that. Man, if you don't stop it, you got 30 guys outside with knives, jumping on you, knives and locks, and bars of soap and a sock, hot water. You about to stand on the yard you go to? Some people do, but they got war wounds to go with that. Let's talk about the folks in general. Let's make sure my mic's still on. Okay. I'm getting comfortable with this mic, y'all. So, far as folks, you got Maniac Latin Disciples. They stand on business. And they don't hook up with the GDs no more because they feel like the GDs leave them on problem. And a lot of Maniac Latin Disciples are white. They're not from Detroit. They're not from like urban areas, or some are, but they have a very small group. It could be 3 of them on the yard, but I guarantee you 3 of them gonna ride out when it's time to ride out. And if you don't, they not playing with you on the next yard. You leave your brothers on stuck and you a Maniac Latin Disciple or a Spanish Cobra, you out of there. Spanish Cobras are a little bit deeper. It might be 5 to 10 of them on the yard. They hook up with the Maniacs. Spanish gangsters hook up with the Maniacs and the Cobras. Imperials, GDs just by themselves. GDs don't really rotate with the other folks. They don't. Some yards they might have an understanding like, okay, it's 80 Bloods out here, it's 30 G's, it's only 2 Maniacs, 4 Cobras. All right, we'll have y'all back. Very rarely though, because Maniacs, to be honest with you, when I was around, they don't really rock. They like the G's, but they don't really rock with them like that because they left them on stuck a bunch of time in situations. Now, since I've been from the out the penitentiary, going on about 5 years, it could have changed. I'm saying when I was in there from 2015 to 2019, this is how it was. But yeah, the folks are a very respectable group, especially GDs and Maniacs. You gotta give them all some respect. That's all I got for you. Anything else y'all want to know, just drop a comment. You dig? Peace and blessings be upon y'all. Big 5.
Damn, you Randall from recess, you tell a lie. I'm like the Weight Watchers, I use my scale a lot. Stop window shopping 1 packs, you gon' be a sell or not. You ain't never seen no bullets at them or trailer op. My bitch remind me of RJ, she always trippin'. They get into it with us to turn the sauce to chips, they always dippin'. Yeah, we could do the same shit, but I say it different. My young boys Jehovah Witness, they be paying visits. How you a player like you say you was for that pussy you paying pimpin'? Everything I put out so raw, you just can't sniff. I got the best O-line, even on goal line, you can't bliss it. You not a hustler, you keep getting in front of, you just can't flip it. You ain't really got it, you P. Diddy, you be remixing. Oh, where you just got a new Glock? That's a free biscuit. Petty Tupac know what's up, he know on the mill ticket. They probably for your music a little more if you real with it. I get that sniff and put my heel in. You have PlayStation party meetings, I'm about real business. I'm a SCD, I'm here, you don't like it, gotta deal with it. I don't like that, boy, but it's so low, I'ma still get it. If you drink it green lean, take a pill with it. I hope every real nigga doing time get a pill with it. They say real, don't say they real, but I'm a real nigga. I ain't lying, even if I was blind, I wouldn't feel niggas.